Star Wars. Man, I've been doing it
Is that the
wrong.
actual theme song?
No, it's all boom boom boo doo doo doo.
Oh,
No, don't
oh,
sing it. We're
gotcha.
gonna get it. But it's I've been wanting to do Star Wars, talking about Star Wars.
What the? Still using that same melodic line, but just differently.
Yeah, just like that. That's what I've been wanting.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right, welcome back to Cape My
Yeah,
name is
baby.
Yeah. My name is Casey Jones, and with me always is
LJ Solar, what's up, everybody?
what's up, everyone, man? I know that always feels awkward because I'm always like, are you gonna say it or am I gonna say it? And so we're both kind of just like, we'll get into a rhythm, we'll
I
figure
know it's like because there's nobody in front of us and we're like, hey everybody, it's just you and me.
yeah, well, yeah, it is. And the millions. No. uh, so a lot has happened since the last time. Just talking capes news, a lot of superhero movie stuff going on. And LJ, I feel that we would be remiss if we didn't just touch on this just a little bit because a lot of exciting things are happening. So, James Gunn, the director, he directed stuff like Guardians of the Galaxy and of course other things. But
No, I
yeah,
had no idea.
okay.
But now I
Anyway,
know.
yep, that's him. They were like, "Hey, over here at DC, because he did all this stuff for Marvel. He also did Peacemaker, the Peacemaker series for DC.
Oh, love that
Yeah,
freaking series, dude. John
yep,
Cena's awesome in that show.
it is. It was a great series. I enjoyed it. But they were like, "Hey, how would you like to completely run DC Comics, the film division, and all of its media? DC, the DC universe, I guess.
Yep, everything.
You know." And he was like, yeah, I guess I'll do that.
The price is right.
Yeah. So he emerged and he announced because a lot of this stuff was the Zack Snyder universe. And anyway, that is going to be put to bed and slightly transition into a new universe. A lot of this is crazy stuff. It goes
What
super
the
deep.
hell?
Yeah. So
Well, it's because like one of the coolest shows I think I've seen in the well, I guess this kind of plays into Marvel maybe a little bit because or does it not?
I don't
DC
know.
no,
Yeah.
because DC and Marvel are
Yeah, they're
not
two different things. Yeah, they're two
they're
different.
rivals. They want to
Well,
fight each other.
it's not it shouldn't be like that. Thank you for bringing that up. It should not be like that. But a lot of people feel that it is. And I don't know why, but I've always tried not to be like that. I've always been like,
Well,
"Hey, I've always felt that if comics succeed, everybody succeeds."
yeah, okay, it was because I was gonna say something about Doctor Strange, but then I realized that that's Marvel, not
Yep,
DC.
that's Marvel.
And well, yeah, it's simply because of like the multiverse, and there's so many different
Yeah.
pathways that you could take into that world. And
Oh
I
yeah.
guess maybe DC might be like that on some
It
level,
is.
right?
It is. It just hasn't been explored on film and television as
As
Marvel
deep.
has.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. So we're heading. Are we
Yeah.
heading that direction? Maybe
Yes, yes, we
because I
are.
feel I
Yeah.
feel like DC needs to catch up a little
Yeah.
bit, right?
For those of
With
you who don't know the premise of this show, LJ doesn't know a lot about comic books and comic book movies. He's only seen a little bit, and that's fantastic. And we're just sharing opinions here.
like, and you suck for not
No,
being.
absolutely not.
I'm just kidding.
This is a great opportunity for people who may want to get into stuff like this. You could be
True.
you're asking the hard hitting questions, LJ. These are the questions that people want to know. But yeah, so supposedly it's supposed to come together, but there's a comic book called Flashpoint where the Flash reverses time so fast that he goes and creates another alternate universe. I hate my mic. And then and
I'm
yeah,
counting.
I know
One.
you are. That's one. And he resets the universe accidentally. That's the bottom line. That's long story short. We could elaborate
Shit.
some, and so that's what they're kind of do with this here. So James Gunn has announced that the first thing that's going to
What?
happen, yeah, the first thing that's going to happen, or one of the things that's going to happen, I guess, they're going to go ahead and continue with the Flash and Shazam, or yeah, and Shazam and Aquaman that are still part of the Zack Snyder universe. Still, Jason Momoa is still going to be Aquaman. Ezra Miller is still
Okay.
going to be the Flash.
Flash.
And let's see, and Jason was it Zach Levy is still going to be Shazam.
I don't know. Oh, okay. So that yeah,
Yeah,
okay. I remember that. That was I really like that show.
yeah,
That one was cool. And there's a second one.
yeah.
I,
That's
and I,
coming
I
out,
haven't.
and
Okay, I haven't
it's
seen the second one.
that's going to continue. That's still technically in the Snyder universe, but one of the
Dang.
producers on that Shazam show is the co-president of DC Comics with James Gunn.
Cool.
So
So
anyway,
more to
all
come.
of those are going to come. They think that the Flash movie is just going to reset the universe because it's going to introduce. There's some spoilers. We're not going to get into it, but it's going to introduce some. If you've seen any of the
Other
Marvel
characters.
shows, these are kind of the equivalent of variants. It's just gonna introduce some alternate versions of some characters. I don't want to
Cool.
get into it with spoilers, but anyway, they think that it may reset the universe,
Hmm.
and they're gonna start off with some animated stuff. Creature Commandos is just kind of like a thing that has like Frankenstein and Bride of Frankenstein and a couple other creatures that are not creatures, but characters just from obscure characters. Anyway, it's going to be animation. An animated
Creatures.
series with Waller, uh,
Oh
starring,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And so then they're also going to have things like the Batman Part Two that's coming out. That's got Robert Pattinson. Just
Who?
have to say,
No. You know what? That's true because I have not seen the new one with him in it.
oh
I haven't
really?
seen that.
It's pretty
No.
good, dude. It's pretty good. I think you may
Yeah,
like
and
it.
yeah, I think I might like it better than the other ones based on the previews. Well, maybe not. Maybe not better than the original ones because those are just classic
Oh
with
yeah,
Keaton,
yeah. And we'll go back and watch those for sure. Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton. There you go.
Yeah. But the first film to kick off the universe, what they're really doing, they're getting stuff that's already been filmed and they're gonna let's release this. And how can we transition
Oh, that's
smoothly
cool.
into
That's
this new
cool.
universe instead of just scrapping everything? They're like,
Yeah,
that
and
would be
starting
that
all
that
over.
wouldn't make sense, with the money. So they're gonna release it and find a way to smoothly transition to into this. So, but the first real movie that's going to happen is going to be called Superman Legacy. And James Gunn is writing it right now. And it's supposed to be inspired by a comic book called All Star Superman. And
Cool.
so, yeah,
So it'll be a new Superman
mhm,
show, but from a different perspective,
a
right? From a
movie.
different
Yeah.
or a movie,
Yeah.
the movie,
Yeah.
right?
The movie. Superman, the movie, too.
The movie. Which
But
one's your
it's
favorite?
of
The movie.
the movie. The movie. The movie. It's just called The Movie. I
And
just
everybody
thought
knows what that is, right?
everybody
It
is.
doesn't say Superman. It just say, "Hey, you're gonna go watch the movie." They're like, "What movie?" The movie. Everybody knows what that means.
Oh man. So, but I'm super excited about that, man. I really am. Like, uh,
That's gonna be pretty cool. I
all.
mean, because it's it how long has it been since we've had
Well, Man of
a
Steel,
Superman show? Well, when was that?
like 10 years ago.
That's a long fucking time.
Yeah, but I mean, all of that. The thing is with the Zack Snyder stuff, and this is just again, we're just talking. This is my opinion. I just feel like he didn't get a chance to really shine and become the Superman that he we know and love. And this is just supposed to be All Star Comics. That's the name of the series, Superman All Star, and like that. That's a super positive outlook on life, on Superman, on the character. It's a character, like a character study. But it's
That'll be
great.
cool though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it does have an animated version, so we could probably check that out, of course, before the movie comes out. So, and then they're also going to do, talking about Batman, they're going to do a spin-off, Batman Brave and the Bold. And that's going to be where like Batman has a legitimate son named Damian, but he's been raised by the court or the League of Assassins. Ra's al Ghul, the character Ra's al Ghul from Batman Begins.
Oh, it
That
sounds like
character.
a character from Star Wars. Ra's al Ghul. Isn't that a dude with the red mask or the red face with the black
No,
stripes?
no, that's it's funny because we're gonna talk about that.
He's
His
got the
name, yeah,
double
exactly. That's right. We're gonna talk about that today. This
It
is
sounds like a character. It sounds
it's
like
Darth
him.
Maul is his name.
Oh shit. Okay, I knew that. But Razul, whatever, could have worked too.
It could have worked. They're gonna be super or not Superman and the Authority, but just the Authority, which is kind of like a comic book. I can't remember. I think it was from James Wan. Not James Wan. I'm sorry. I'll
There
think.
can only be one.
Yeah,
James Wan.
it's just like it's a comic from man, this is gonna Jim Lee. Yeah, I think Jim Lee did it. And
So go ahead.
oh, it's just
I
gonna be
interrupted you.
I don't know a lot about these characters, so I'm not gonna try to
Yeah.
emphasize on that. You can look them up. I'm sure they had a movie, an animated movie. I think it's Superman and the Authority. I think maybe I'm wrong. What were you gonna say?
Well, I was just gonna ask if Ben Affleck was gonna be
No, no, that's the thing. The Flashpoint
no.
movie, everybody's thinking that the Flashpoint movie is going to be the transition out of that universe.
Yeah.
And it'll be
I wasn't a big fan of that. I remember watching, I don't know. I didn't like him as Batman.
Really? Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
man.
Oh, that's okay. I enjoyed him as Batman. I thought that I just feel that none of the characters got a chance to really shine. So
Then maybe that's why I didn't like him.
yeah.
Oh no.
They're gonna do a new movie, a Supergirl movie. It's based again on another comic book, which is amazing, and it's about her time where she spent on like this little fragment of Krypton after it blew up for like 14 years of her life. And she watched everybody die around her, and how
Damn,
she eventually
depressing.
gets off there, and she's
There was a show, there was a series with
yeah,
Supergirl.
exactly, yeah. Melissa
Megan used to
Benoist.
watch it.
Yeah.
I didn't know who it was. If I saw her face, I'd know who she was. But I
Yeah,
remember
she was
watching a few
great.
episodes with her. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I did like the few episodes that I watched with her.
Yeah, she was great.
Is she gonna be Is she gonna be in this
Probably
one?
not. No.
No.
Yeah. And that's the
Maybe
thing,
she's too
man.
old
Like
or something.
these characters pass and they're
Yeah.
played by multiple actors, and it's just
I
kind
know
of
because
like,
each of us has our own like. Oh, I like this person to play.
yeah.
Like who's the dude from the Flash from damn it, what's that show?
The CW one?
No, the Jesus Christ, people are gonna be like, "What the fuck? You don't even know this."
The
LJ."
Justice League?
No, not
Cartoon
the
or what?
Justice League. No, it's an actual movie. It's got a Magneto in it and
Oh yeah.
Wolverine
The
and
X-Men?
X-Men. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, I couldn't think of that.
Yeah.
Yes. So I really liked the Flash in that one.
Oh,
That
really?
character. What's his name?
Well, the Flash
he's the same
wasn't
guy
in
that
that one.
plays. Yeah, no, he's in. Who is that?
No, I think
The guy that
that's
runs really fast. The speed
that's
dude.
Quicksilver. That's like
Quicksilver?
Marvel's equivalent of the Flash,
Oh shit!
and that's
Okay,
one
well, I
thing
thought-
that you'll see later on or throughout this whole thing is they have similar characters, and they can easily be confused.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, because there's that one of my favorite scenes from that movie is where he busts out Magneto
Yep.
whenever he goes back in time.
And he's like, "Hang
and
on,
he-
real quick."
yeah. Well, not just that. It's the part after where they're being shot at,
Oh,
and he's
yeah.
like, he puts on his headphones or something, or his goggles on. He just runs around and like,
Oh
dude,
yeah.
that scene is legit, man.
Oh
Anyway,
yeah.
I'm getting off track here.
No, that's cool. That's a similar character, and so he has similar powers like that. So, but it's
So that's
just
Quicksilver.
no. That's a different character. The Flash is he wears the red suit, and he's that. You've seen him on
Bullshit.
probably on the Supergirl.
That's bullshit, man. He's Flash in my eyes. Okay, I
Well, he's
changed it
not.
for everybody.
Okay, that's it. That's it. You did a flashpoint right there, is what that's called. And they're also going to do, I think it's a TV show, a Swamp Thing TV show. And that may be something you may know from the 80s. You know anything about that?
Yeah, Swamp Thing. It sounds familiar,
Yeah. It
but
was
I
just
don't know too much about it.
just that character born of the, can you guess what he's born of?
From the swamp.
Of the swamp. That's right. Just making sure.
Swamp Man, born of the swamp.
Born of the ocean. They're like, what? Really? Swamp Man, born of the desert.
Like, what the hell?
What are you talking
But isn't he
about?
from the swamp? How can he's not from the swamp. He's from the desert.
No, from the desert. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
All right. Well, Star Wars, it's time for us. Star Wars. Man, let me just say, God. Oh, I forgot to say that first wave of movies and things is going to be called Gods and Monsters. So on
Ooh,
DC. So
very
the,
catchy.
the first kind of era, All right. Star Wars, we are taking another visit to Tales of the Jedi.
This series is cool, man.
This series is cool. I thought you didn't look happy. You didn't.
Well, I just want to say that I was a little disappointed by these next two episodes, but I do want to say one thing about how
really.
I don't like it. It's it's almost like they don't flow into each other.
Well,
like the first.
You'll
it's
see.
Like they are the same show, but they're not because they're like different cuts from different. I don't know. Does it all come together in the end at some point?
Well,
that's what I'm wondering.
So we pick up later. I will tell you that the next episode deals with
that's probably the problem because I'm not too familiar with Star Wars, so this doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me because like this third episode that we watched, when I started watching it, I was like, how does that? I didn't even know some of the character names they were saying. I was like, they didn't mention anything about those people.
Yeah.
I remember the senator and some of those other things, but some of the characters, like I was like this random Jedi that just got murked. I don't know that I don't think it mentions them in the previous episode. So,
no, it doesn't.
Okay, I thought I was crazy, but
okay, you knew who the bearded guy. Okay, first off, let's just start off here. Okay, the two characters that we start off with are that's
Samuel L. Jackson. Dude, I was like, that's gotta be. It's reminded me so much of Samuel L. Jackson
because it's supposed to be him. That's right. It is.
Is it?
He is, and he's in the prequels.
No.
Yes.
What?
Yes. And it's supposed to be his character. That's right. So
that's
and
crazy.
The other Jedi with him.
I just knew it, man. I was like, this is fucking Samuel L. Jackson.
It is. It's supposed to be. The other Jedi with him is
Dooku.
Yeah, Dooku. From the first episode. Remember?
I remember him.
Okay.
I remember him.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Yeah,
cool.
He's like he strikes me as this like super noble, like got to do the right thing.
Yeah.
Like, and again, I just want to say that I really thought that there was only one Jedi ever, and maybe like a successor or an apprentice, like as they call it. I was like. There's multiple Jedis.
There's multiple Jedis. There's a whole
no. There's multiple Jedi.
That's right.
That's multiple Jedi.
That's right.
That's more than one.
Multiple Jedi. That's right. There's even a whole temple full of them.
I'm gonna have fun with this one, man. This one's so many things. There were so many emotions after watching these two.
It's crazy. So they're just supposed to go and get the body and go back home. That's it. That's all they're supposed to do. But
Yeah.
Dooku, he's like, he just wants to see. He's like, well, what happened?
Yeah, no, but before that, I wanted to point out something
Okay.
as they were having the conversation in that very first scene as they were flying in. First of all, I was confused about the jet because I
Yeah.
was like, is it turning? No, it's not. It's flying straight. you know. Anyway, I
Yeah.
was a little confused about that one, but I liked what he said. He was like, because he turned to the other one. I forgot his name. I want to call him Samuel L. Jackson.
Okay. Okay.
He was like, your rules. Oh, what does he say?
I don't know.
I should
I
have
don't.
wrote it down.
Yeah, I
Damn it.
didn't
He
write
was
that
like,
down.
your rules are, dude. I have to look this up real quick, man, because it is legit what he says.
Let's see.
We might need to cut this part of it out.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Your devotion to rules is sometimes inspiring and sometimes maddening, I think is
Yeah,
what he says
maddening.
as the music is like coming up. But that part I really like because it's almost like that's, and then again, going back to Doku, right? Originally, whenever I met him
Dooku.
in the
Yeah.
show, Dooku, he's like super noble. And like you said, like you can't just like fuck shit up. You have to be like,
Yeah.
you know, that's what a Jedi is, right? And
Yeah.
when he says that, I was like, man, that's further proof that these dudes are like super noble and they go by the rules and but anyway, we get into this shit. All right, let's get into it.
But what we've been seeing is, remember in the last episode, all of this ties together. In the last episode that they saw that the senator was corrupt and his own son was ashamed of him and he didn't even know. Remember that? And
Yes,
they were just told to go and do the senator's orders, and it turns out that the senator was the corrupt one the whole time. So just remember that.
Okay.
So then they're supposed to go and just retrieve the body, and they're like, what happened? Clearly this guy is like hiding something, obviously.
You can tell through the conversation. It's like, okay, something's up.
Yeah. They're like, well, take us to where, okay, they're like, what happened? Well, we're supposed to meet someone over here. I think they say an inquisitor or something like that. And
they
then
said yeah. I can't remember what they said.
and then anyway, they had to
an informant or
an
something.
informant. Yeah, that's what it was. And then they're like, okay, well, take us to where you saw it. And the guy's like, take us to where you're supposed to meet the informant. And the guy's like, look, I can't go there. It's way too emotional, Yeah, no.
The tragedy that struck on that day.
God.
I shall not relive.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is when like, all right, come on, dude. Like, really? You're an ambassador or you're a senator.
Yeah, or somebody. What is he? He's a senator, I think. Yeah.
He's a senator.
Yeah. Yeah.
You should to help the investigation, help them figure it out. You should want to go back, right?
Yep. You should want to go back. So they do go back, and immediately you can tell, like, well, the blast came from another way, and they're all kind of inspecting it, and they're like, whoa. And they're like, well, how many people attacked you? And it was just one, they say, I believe. And if like, well, if it's just how there's so many shots, how come the ship didn't get hit?
Yep. And actually, he says there, he's like, everything happened so fast. He didn't know how many attackers there were.
Yeah. So it's just all fishy. And then the senator just admits that it was the guards who forced him to do it, and he ran towards them, and they killed him. So let's see here.
And then the epic battle, man. That's sick how they like block the laser beams.
Yeah, they do. They can knock them back and everything. There's some awesome video games and stuff out there. There's a few. I can't remember what his name. Not Jedi Academy. That's the one from back in the day. Anyway, it's amazing. It's a new one out. Everybody just search for a new Star Wars game. It's coming out. So I can't remember what it's called. Yeah, they get ambushed. Anyway, Dooku just kills somebody, and Windu does not like that at all.
No.
Yeah. And then in the end, they grab somebody, and they admit that they were trying to get the senator. I don't know if you caught this. Let me see if I can read my notes. Yeah. they were trying to
The
get
next
him,
session, right?
yeah, to like stop drilling on this on the world because he's just selling it off piece by piece and everybody's suffering. So they were the
And they
one.
blame the Jedi's too, like they're because he's like they're the
Your
lapdogs to the
lapdogs.
senators. I
Yeah.
was like, damn, dude.
And that comes into play with Dooku's thinking and his turn to the eventual dark side, you know?
Yep,
So, because I mean, he
dude.
sees this. He sees, that hey, that's true. This is twice that he's really seen it. And this next episode will throw it over the edge.
Okay.
At the end of all this stuff, they find out that Windu, because he followed all the rules and all this, is getting promoted to a seat on the Senate.
Yep. And he
And
asked about it. He's kind of smirky where he was like, I'll put in a good word for you. And the Doku's like, yeah, thanks for that. That's so nice of you to do.
yeah,
This is where I'm like, come on, man. Like, okay, I get the little frustration because who knows? Because I was thinking that Samuel L. Jackson was like, yeah, I know exactly what's going on, but I'm just gonna lie to you. But then I was like, wait a minute, no, because they're super noble and they can't lie. They're trying to do the right thing. But it turns out that I was wrong. And now I'm starting to get sad.
well, you'll see the different shades of different Jedi and how easy it is to turn, to
Dude,
the
because they're
dark side.
badass warriors, man. I mean, these dudes,
They
these
are.
Jedi, they are. I mean, if you had, what is it saying? Give a man power and you see his true character, or something like that.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm starting to see here is like, this dude's starting to lean a little bit to the darker or like being evil.
Who
But
is?
anyway, and then it
When
ends.
do or do?
Doku.
Yeah, for
Well,
sure.
no, I kind of no. I'm sorry. The first episode or that third episode, I thought it was maybe it's the Wendell dude, right?
Yeah,
Because he was like, I knew this was gonna happen. I'm gonna take power,
yeah.
right? And then he's like, yeah, whatever. I'm gonna find out about you. And then we get into the next one, the fourth one, and I was like,
Blown away or no?
dude, I
Well,
was just so disappointed
uh
this by this one.
well, we'll get into that one in just a second. I want to finish up on this one here. So you know that there's a light side and a dark side, right? So
Right.
yeah,
Yeah, I knew that.
okay. So and the
That's how it
Sith,
is in real life, baby.
there is, but the Sith only really believe that there should be two on the dark side. And so because
Evil and eviler.
that just means a master and his apprentice and no
Oh,
more. And
I
it's
thought you
just
meant
like
two sides on the dark side, like an evil
just
and
two
eviler.
people.
Oh,
And
that could
so
be it. Okay, gotcha. We
and
could make something
so
of that.
it's oh my god, that's so funny.
Another universe or another, what is it?
Another multiverse.
Multiverse.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead. My bad.
It's a leads to another Star Wars dimension. There's like the whole point of this Star Wars dimension is to go into another Star Wars dimension to take it over, or to get another evil or Palpatine. Anyway,
Yeah.
so uh, anyway, there's only two people on the dark side, just so they can have more power. I guess I don't really understand that
Man.
yet. Yeah, it's all about power.
Oh,
But
you know what? So, well, no, I think this isn't the second one. We're getting into this one.
yeah,
I'm gonna make a
but
point
what
about
did you
this
think
here.
of this episode here?
It was completely unrelated to the first two. That was my initial thought.
Well, how about we're just
On
dropping
some
it?
level, except for the senator and the Doku guy. I remember those from the
Yeah.
previous ones, but that's about it. That's all that tied it together. But I don't know. I'm curious. I'm still curious to find out because that's yeah. There's more to come here, and I finally feel like there's a storyline starting to form, and it's making sense to me, or
Yeah.
it makes sense to everybody else because it's now starting to make sense. I'm like, where's the baby gonna come back?
Yeah.
You know that was
Yeah.
that was my thought. You know,
I've begun to, I think, figure this out as like little slices in time. That's
is. And
how
you know
these
what?
episodes are.
And it's nice because they're not super long either. They're
Yeah.
really quick hits of like this is what's happening. I don't
Yeah.
know. I like that a little bit better than the long, lengthy ones.
Oh yeah. No, I mean they tell a good story in the little time that they have here. So
Yeah. Yeah. They're literally 15 to 18 minutes, I think, each
Mhm.
episode, which is
Yeah.
cool. I like that.
All right, so there's politics in this.
There is politics in this, dude. A lot of what's happening in this show can directly translate to real events that are happening today in our
Yep.
lives.
Yep.
It is it's sad though. It's kind of
Yep.
fucking sad, that we would have something like that happen for real, but that's the fucking world, man.
Well, I'm gonna try to fill in the gaps for a little bubble outside of this episode. If you were just a little context outside of this episode, LJ,
Okay.
as we progress. So not too much, not too big of a bubble outside of this episode, but just some context. So maybe things make a little sense.
Okay.
So Dooku is going into, I guess, an archive system and deleting a certain planet.
Yeah.
And he's logging in as someone else.
Oh, you know what? I didn't catch that because initially
Yeah.
I was like, if they're living in a world of like badass technology, obviously the information he's entering in is going to get caught and they're going to know it's him.
Mhm.
And there's cameras in there probably.
Yeah.
But anyway, I didn't know that part. I didn't know he was using somebody else's information though.
Yes, he was using someone else's information. So he deletes the whereabouts of this planet. So, and
Honestly,
in turn,
I didn't know what the fuck he was deleting. I just knew he was deleting something.
He was
I saw the
deleting-
sphere, but I wasn't following like the information about a planet was being deleted.
it's
Thanks for
being-
filling me in because I didn't know.
it's being made on that planet.
I have no idea what the
A clone army.
A clone army
Yeah.
of what? The Jedi's?
Of
Like
a
a bunch of
bunch of-
Jedi?
A bunch
Or
of Boba
Jedi?
Fett.
Let me.
A bunch of Boba Fett's.
I'm always like that name,
Yeah.
Boba Fett.
Yeah. It's just a bunch of them. That's
Really?
Boba Fett's dad is
What the hell?
is the
He's the general. He's the army general.
He's the original donor of the clone army. So that ties it because you know who Boba Fett is. So anyway,
Wait, are you for real?
yeah, I'm being for real.
It's a bunch of Boba Fetts that have been recreated as a clone army.
That's right.
What the hell? What the hell? Do we find this out later? or
We do
what?
in the movies.
Okay. Oh, in
Yeah.
the movies.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if I didn't know that fact, then I would have never known it watching this entire series.
No. So I
Damn.
just want you to know that because that's going to come
Neat.
into play later.
Because I on some level remember Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is that?
He's looking.
I thought
at
it
his
was
phone, folks.
what? That guy?
Yeah. Well, his dad.
Wait, who am I thinking about?
I don't
Who
know.
am I? Boba Fett? I was thinking not. I wasn't thinking of the hairy dude.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Chewbacca.
Chewbacca. I wasn't
Yep.
thinking of him, but I was thinking of a character similar to him, and I don't know
Okay.
how my imagination was forming that.
I don't know.
But a Boba Fett, I can see what a Boba Fett is now.
Yeah.
All right, I guess that would make sense. They look like army dudes,
Yeah, they're army.
you
dudes.
know. Okay,
Yeah. Anyway.
you know what?
But his is
Okay,
all scrapped together. So anyway, so he's deleting where that planet is. So
Dang.
then we get to where they're like, "What's going on?" And they're like, "Your apprentice has he says that he's seen a Sith Lord," and they're like, "Oh, really?"
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So now
Now,
you
I don't
get
know what it. I don't. But see, even right now, I still don't know what a Sith Lord
a
is.
Sith Lord is like the rumored dark side. There hasn't been a Sith
Okay.
Lord in many thousands of years or many hundreds of years. A long time, LJ. I don't know how long.
He is a super evil dude in the show, so I kind of maybe thought that he was
He could have been
just a
Sith
bad
Lord.
dude, right?
Yeah.
That he could have been that dude, right? Okay.
He could be. He could be. Anyway, so and they're like, "Oh, but the council doesn't believe him, right?" And they're like, "No, they don't believe him." They're like, "Just some bullshit."
Right.
So he's walking.
He's like, that's a
around-
myth, dude.
Yeah.
Nobody believes you.
He's walking around with. I love the thing that he says. He's like, "Oh, it's on the outer rim." The old lady's like, "Oh, it's on the outer rim," and he always did have a vivid imagination, just like you, Dooku. And he's like, "Yeah, it's a quality respected less and less in these halls."
Is this where we meet the Yoda that's a girl?
It is. Yeah, her name is Yaddle. So
Dude,
so she's
I
walking. Yeah.
thought that Yoda was the only
Oh,
character that looked like him and that was him as a Yoda. I didn't think any other character existed. And the fact that it's a girl,
yeah.
I was like, there's Yodas that are girls. But
Yeah.
what's this one's name again?
Yaddle.
Yaddle.
And so have you seen The Mandalorian? Have you seen Baby Yoda? Have you seen that kind of trending here lately?
Yeah, I've seen the baby Yoda. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. With the big eyes, and it's
That's
like
not
in
the
a
same Yoda that you know from the other
no, no.
Star
This is
Wars
the
movie.
this is the older one. He's old in the show
Yeah.
or in the movie, right?
But
Yes.
that's not the same character. It's not the same
Wait.
person. The baby, what you know as
Uh
Baby
huh.
Yoda is not the same
Oh, it's
character.
not.
No, they find out his name. The only reason people called him Baby Yoda is because
It's because he looked like the older
they had
Yoda.
no other thing to call him. So yeah, that's right.
That's cute though, Baby Yoda. That and the character's cute too. You know
Yeah.
the way that it looks.
So
Looks
that's
like a
a
baby.
race of beings.
Okay,
That
well
kind of
now
thing.
there's a girl. Okay, all
Yeah,
right. So
that
if
was
if
four.
you got a baby one, you got to have female somewhere, right?
Yeah, yeah. So they're walking along, and we find out that she's part of the council, and he's talking with Qui-Gon Jinn, and Qui-Gon is now
The dude with the long hair.
he's
He's
from the
older,
first episode, but now he's older. He was his
not the
apprentice.
baby.
No, I'm sorry, the second episode.
Oh, the younger kid.
Yeah,
He looked like a teenager in
yeah,
that one.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
So
Okay, I didn't tie that together. I got
yes,
it.
yeah. Because remember how I told you? Did that character look or sound familiar in any way? You got Samuel L. Jackson. We're gonna see if we're gonna go 2 for 2.
Who? That guy?
Yeah,
The guy with the long hair?
yeah.
Um
Did he sound like he was gonna call you up on the phone and ask you where his daughter was and he was gonna kill you?
Wait, no, yes, the dude from Taken. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I just put that together. It sounds like him.
It is him. It's Liam Neeson. He came back.
What?
Yeah. Because remember how I told you in episode 2 that he was voiced by his son. So I don't know if you've caught this, but two,
Wait.
3, and 4 are all episodes centering around Dooku.
Yes, they are. Yes.
So 1 is around baby Yoda. See, now you got me doing it. 1 is around
The
Ahsoka.
young-
And
oh,
so
the baby, right? Okay.
So 5 and 6 deal with Ahsoka.
Okay, so now they're coming back to
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So this
Just so
is
you
going to
know.
start to
Just-
make a lot more
So
sense.
this is
Yeah.
a 3 arc for Dooku. It's a 3-story
That's
arc.
what they call it.
At different points in his life. Well, that's what it is. It's just an
It's
arc.
called a 3 arc.
I don't know if they don't call it a 3 arc. This is a story arc spanned
Okay.
over 3
I
different
didn't know that
time
was a thing,
periods
you know?
in his life.
Damn.
Oh man, where are my notes here?
This one's fun. This one's
This one's fun.
yeah.
So he just tells him that he's not going to be there to protect him anymore. Qui-Gon, he being Dooku, tells his apprentice Qui-Gon not to mess with the Sith Lord, and he's not going to be there to protect him.
Yeah.
And he says that Obi-Wan it has now been taking care of him. So we'll just remember that. Just say the name Obi-Wan. He's now been taking care of him. That's Qui-Gon's apprentice. And we
Right.
meet him later on in the movie.
And then we find out he's pretty much hypocrite.
Oh, yeah. Not before the space chase into Gear Face Mountain. Oh, what do I have written here? Smiley face gear. Ah, that's 5 actually.
That
Smiley
was 4,
face.
Yeah, that was 4 earlier.
I'm gonna position it over here. I just haven't had a chance to do it. Smiley
Acceptable.
face gear tower. That's where it opens up and it just looks like a smiley face. The gear.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Looks like a smiley
I did.
face.
I did.
I don't think it's
I did
supposed to be
thought about that.
but
No, I don't think so either. But I kind of took it as like maybe it's smiling evil. I don't know.
Nah.
Like
we're going in to meet old Palpy. My young apprentice.
Yeah, dude. Because I knew it. I knew it that well, at least I figured that it was the Sith Lord.
Yep. He tells.
And
Oh, go ahead. I'm so sorry.
no, I was just sighing because I was like, ugh.
Yeah.
Because this is not good. Because I'm like, where's the noble dude at? Where's the guy that always wants to do right? Now
Yep.
he's being manipulated,
Seduced
seduced by
by
love,
the dark side.
by love
By the
of
dark
the
side.
the
So,
love of darkness.
anyway,
Dude,
so
this is where I was like, man, I disappointed here
yeah. Oh,
at
I
this
see what you
point.
mean. I see what you
Yeah,
mean. I
I'm
thought you meant
disappointed
you
at
were
this point.
disappointed in the quality of the episode. I
No, I'm
see.
disappointed in the
In the
character because
character.
I was like, this.
Yeah.
That's what I said earlier. Like, this is noble dude, does the right thing all the time. Now he's being seduced for the love of the darkness.
But he tells Palpatine, he tells the Sith Lord that he's gone too far with what's his name? Maul killing Qui-Gon Jinn. So I think we were talking about this earlier. You're like, who's the guy with the pointed
Darth Maul,
Darth Maul?
the
He,
black and red mask dude.
so
Yep.
Darth Maul was the one who killed his apprentice. We see him. I think we skipped over that. Oh, just I think yeah, we skipped over the whole tree bit. Oh my gosh, that's so good. We
What?
skipped where he's in front of the tree. It happens real quick, but you know that he's in the Jedi Temple, and
I
he's
don't
like,
remember.
yeah, he's in front of the tree, and he says he used to bring Qui Gon here as a boy, and
That's right. Yeah.
how
I do remember that now.
he's like a lot of things have changed. He was born on Coruscant that was like a rock and steel place, and he never had a tree like this, so he kept coming back. He always wanted to come
Hmm.
back. But yeah, I thought that was awesome with the tree. I can't believe I skipped over that. That was because at that point in time that he's walking away, and that's going to be the last time that he ever
Yeah,
touches.
because obviously he's got a good relationship with them, right? And
Yeah,
he's thinking to himself, okay, this is it, man.
this is
This
it.
is it.
And
Because
so
once I cross this path, I can't fucking come back.
yeah,
And damn it, he
he
crossed
did.
the path, dude.
And so we fast forward anyway. We're fast forwarding back to where we were, and Yaddle shows up, and
Dude.
Palpatine is like, "Oh, so you betrayed me, huh?" And he's like, "No, I didn't do that." And so she
Dude, I
gives
need
him a
okay.
choice.
Hey, we're gonna go ahead and end this episode because I don't want to talk about this part because it
I
kind of made me
know
sad.
it is sad.
Bullshit. All right,
It
thanks,
is.
people. Thanks for
Oh
listening to
my
K.
god. Oh my god.
Dude, she shows up and tries to talk this motherfucker out of what he's doing.
Yeah.
And
He
I,
he still
dude, I
does it.
don't want to say it.
Yeah.
They start fighting, man.
She
Because I
gives him a
thought,
choice to just, hey, we'll forget everything you've ever done, or you can make
dude,
amends now
seriously.
by turning him in. And he's like, no, I can't. And he
But I
ignites
don't
his
understand
lightsaber.
why, though.
But
I don't
he,
understand why. Do you know? If I mean, and you have to at some point
well,
know
the,
because like he seemed like such a noble dude, and then this happens, and I'm
I
like, what the
think
fuck
that
did this come from?
I think that the Sith Lord says something where he's like, remember what you told me. The Jedi blindly serve a corrupt Senate that fails the Republic it represents. And it's like, that's so true. And he says he only wants balance and power. I guess in the thing. That's what he says that later, but he says he's afraid. And then he ignites his lightsaber and they fight. It's crazy.
And then there was a point that I thought, you know what? She's gonna get away
Yeah.
because she like disappears all of a sudden, and I'm like, what the
Yeah.
I'm like, they could do that.
She says she stepped down from the council, that he was right, and Qui-Gon Jinn did not have to die. Because he died because no one believed him. They were stuck on a planet, and they could have sent other people there to him,
Yeah.
But anyway, uh, they battle, and I love the music here. What'd you think of the music? It's very
Oh, it was
Star
cool.
Warsy.
Yeah, it was. It was. And the fight scene
Yeah.
was really cool. I like how they do that.
Yeah. And it looks real. The animation is amazing.
Yeah.
Well, not
You
real,
know
but you
what?
know what I mean.
No, I get it though, because there's some parts in the way that I guess it was filmed or created that it almost tricks your mind into thinking that it's
Yeah.
real.
Yeah,
It's
you just
crazy.
accept
And then
it.
you're like, wait a minute. It's a
Yeah,
cartoon.
it's an
Right?
animation.
You come back to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, or an
You
animation.
accept
That's a
it as
better word.
real. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like,
I
oh
know
shit,
what you mean.
but it's like it almost plays a trick on you, on your mind. You're like, wait a minute. All right, wait, no,
Yeah.
it's an animation. But anyway, yeah, I mean, that's how crisp the graphics
Oh
are, right?
yeah.
It's crazy.
We think that he's gonna crush her with the gear, but I had just have written here, no. But I do
You
love,
thought.
yeah, you thought. And I love that scene as she's lifting it up and the light washes over them and over Dooku and over Sidious, the Sith Lord. And it's just that's an amazing shot. And she's just that's everything. And it's like I felt watching that, it was like Dooku was like, oh, this is what a pure Jedi could be, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah. I
And
yeah, I thought maybe he was gonna change his mind,
yeah,
right? And be like, all right, look, I was leaning this way, but people make mistakes. We're human beings, right?
yeah,
Shit happens. And then I was able to pull him back with this.
no,
But shit, man.
mm,
And then this is the part that really messed me up because I was like mouth wide open the whole time, being like,
yeah,
what the hell? He like straight up kills her, man.
yep. He says he only wants peace and order in the galaxy, and imagine how many. She says, imagine how many people have died for what you call order, and
Mm.
he says he's going to give her peace. And it's just so brutal. And that's Christopher Lee. That character is that old actor from an older generation. Old actor, I'm sorry. But I guess he's passed now, so he's beyond old.
Yeah.
But he was an amazing actor,
I
and
like
he
his voice though. Yeah, it fits. The voice fits the character
yeah,
and how he portrays the character. It
yeah,
really does. I mean, they all fit. I mean,
yeah.
right? They wouldn't fucking like make it not fit.
Well, the voice actor who, because he's passed, the voice actor who does
Oh,
him does
no
a really good.
shit. Like,
Yeah.
wait. So he started off doing it and then he died? And then
Well,
somebody else had to pick it up?
yeah, he was an older man. He was an accomplished actor. He had been in multiple things, like Lord of the Rings, multiple things.
No
Wait,
shit.
yeah, and
Wait,
he
is it the
was
other guy that fights Gandalf in the Lord of the
exactly,
Rings?
yeah, yeah. That's
Whoa, the
yeah,
other white haired dude. He
yeah,
actually messes Gandalf up. In
yeah.
that show. He like makes but the favorite part when he was like twirling on his leg
Oh yeah,
up from his leg, and he was like, oh, it's like, damn, he fuck Gandalf up, dude. Like,
he did.
I would not want to mess with that guy.
Gandalf should have just used the birds again. Should have just used the falcons. Uh, anyway, we close in on a
Dude,
close up
yeah.
shot of
It
the Sith
looks
Lord.
straight evil, dude. He looked like a demon. I
Yeah,
was like,
yeah,
fuck
yeah.
you, Sith Lord.
I know. So, what did you think about this one?
I was really
I have
shocked.
written here. Woo.
Yeah, I was shocked by the turn of events. I was shocked by like the brutality.
Yeah,
And that's just the beginning, like in this, they're just talking,
yeah, I know.
right? It's just starting off, and he's already having this dude kill like really good, felt like hearted people.
Yeah,
Like,
already. So
and you know what? As soon as the real Yoda finds out, he's gonna come and whoop that dude's ass. Watch. Does he come back?
If only that were the case.
Wait, is that not, is that wait? Could it happen
Well, this lasts for
based on this
another.
timeline?
This lasts for another 6. There's like 6 more movies of this.
Wait, 6 more movies or 6 more like
in
episodes?
now, so that's do you know who that is? Have you seen that character with the hood before like that?
It reminded me of the dude that looked white. He had white and he talked like that. I don't know. Yeah, he was in Star Wars.
Yeah.
I do remember that. Yeah,
what if I told you that was him?
I wouldn't be shocked
And
because that dude was freaking evil.
You've seen him in the
didn't wear
movies.
socks. He didn't wear socks, right? And his fingernails were like long. That's right?
That's right.
Dude, that dude did look evil. The way they made him look, man.
His eyes and everything. But that's the same voice actor who voiced this in this episode. He came back and voiced this character for this episode.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
He'd make a great babysitter.
And so did Liam Neeson. Sadly, Marlon Brando didn't show up. They tried to book him, but he just
shit.
No, not really.
What?
I just tried to work Marlon Brando into
it. I was like, wait, that's fucking Superman. I'm like, what
just trying to work Marlon Brando into it.
He's still trying to figure out how to see California.
Yeah, you can't. You just can't.
Yeah, unless you're Marlon Brando, you can't see it.
Oh man. Well, I'll tell you what, man. I don't have anything for trivia time.
You're supposed to ask me, but I was gonna fucking get it.
Yeah, you were.
You don't have anything for trivia time?
No, I don't. So we can just I don't know. Let me see here.
We can just say bye.
Yeah, we'll just
end
say
of this
we
episode.
Just say bye. I guess
we'll see you guys next time.
So we may or may not take next week off just so we can try to get our bearings and figure out what we're going to cover next and just not throw something hastily together. So if not, we'll just be back and you'll just be like, what the hell? So
we're like, you know what? You said that these episodes didn't make sense. We're like, your episodes don't make sense.
Your episodes don't make sense now. Yeah,
we're like, hey, that's okay. Nobody makes sense already.
We may as well just go ahead and just do these next 2 episodes. Why are we just beating around the bush? We'll just do it next week. Let's just do these next 2 episodes.
Right.
Okay?
So that'd be episode 5 and 6.
Yeah.
All right.
And so that'll just complete this series. So yeah.
Yeah.
We'll just tie it up. So how about we will be back next week. So never mind.
Okay, yeah.
But maybe the next week we may take a week off just to kind of get our bearings and figure out what we're gonna do.
We'll let you guys know when we're gonna take a week off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could be next time. I don't know.
We'll post a video or we won't post a video or a podcast and then you'll just know. Then we'll come back and it'll be a surprise. So
done.
Yeah. Well, LJ, again, I can't thank you enough for coming on the show. Every week, taking time out of your life. How's your life going? You're in another wing of your estate.
Yeah. So this is the quarter wing, I like to call it. Yeah, it's pretty nice out here. Yeah,
it's because the sheets are so tight that you can bounce a quarter off them.
Yep, Egyptian cotton, 100%. Is that good cotton? I'm sure it is, right? Because you hear about it all the time.
I guess
it sounds prestigious enough.
I guess. I don't know. We're all American. All American cotton. I don't know. Sheets.
Got a couple of my pillows.
Yeah. You don't.
Egyptian cotton and my pillows. Dude, you get the best sleep of your life. I have those in every bedroom in my estates. So
oh my god, that's great. All right, well, we'll see you next week. I guess I don't have it. I've been doing okay. I got a flat today. It sucks, but it's always good to catch up with you and talk about capes, knights, and lightsabers. So
absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning into the show. My name is Casey Jones.
Y me llamo Leopoldo. LJ.
And
I'm
you
LJ.
well, they know who you are by now. They they're in for the long haul. So they made.
Do we have to say our names at the end every time?
No, we don't have to do anything. I just thought
we don't have to. We don't want to.
We don't have to do anything. We won't do it next time then. So I'll just end the show like, okay.